just as with photographs, film can be used really effectively to help students build personal connections and also emotional connections to the past. Now, you know as well as I do that many students go straight to YouTube. If you ask them to find a video, they'd go to YouTube. Even if you don't ask them to find a video, one of their main search engines now is what they consider a search engine, is YouTube. But I wanted to point you in the direction of the Veterans History Project. The Veterans History Project is available on the Library of Congress website. Work with your librarian to find that, and also to find other historical film collections. I discovered that Frank Buckles, a man named Frank Buckles, an American, is the oldest surviving veteran of World War I. So I went to the Veterans History Project website to try to locate any material I could find on Frank Buckles, and I'm going to show you that now. Here's a photograph of Frank Buckles. It comes from the Army. You notice the web address of that is army.mil for military, but what I wanted to take you to is an actual page about Frank Buckles on the Veterans History Project website. And here's another photograph of Frank Buckles, and you'll notice that you can go to interviews, you can watch video interviews, you can listen to audio interviews, you can see photographs. This is just one of the people who's on this website. If I were to click on interview highlights, it takes me to a page with all of the highlights about Frank Buckles here. I'm not going to go through the actual video interview, but I would like to tell you that it's fairly difficult to listen to, because this is a man who is 107 years old, I believe. He may be 108 years old today, as we're recording. And so he's difficult to listen to, difficult to understand. Students would have to have patience. They would have to probably have headsets. But it's well worth listening to his stories. And it's so much more personal than just reading a book or just reading an oral history interview in text. I think I would strongly advise you to go back to this website, watch some of the video, listen to some of the audio interviews, and then you will discover other things also on this website. There are more interviews, more text, more books, more letters on the Veterans History Project from World War I. And one of the exciting things that I discovered was that I clicked on Above and Beyond the Battlefield, and I was just looking through a variety of links, and I found that this one, Robert L. Wiley's story, was a book written by Robert L. Wiley Jr., compiled from letters written by Robert L. Wiley Jr.'s father, and they were letters that he wrote home from 1917 to 1919. And here I found descriptions of the exact fighting and the exact area of France, the Chateau Thierry salient, where my great-uncle fought and died in France. So I have more follow-up to do with my personal research. And if you can find anything on the Veterans History Project that will connect in the same way with students and with their stories, you'll find Korea, you'll find Vietnam, you'll find Iraq, you'll find other battles throughout the 20th century and into the 21st century here that will help your students connect to that veteran experience.